morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Happy Friday and happy December. I'm sure you're going to be right now or getting into that Christmassy mood. Let me know where you're watching it from today and how you're doing. And if you already have the Christmas mood, as those of you who are watching from America and Canada, I know you have been in Thanksgiving mood, and that is so amazing. And you already did your Christmas tree and everything around the house to get that super, super cool mood. I love that season. Today, we're going to talk about how overnight success works on YouTube. We all know that there is no such thing as an overnight success because it's a lot of work before that overnight success. However, there is a way to get a video which can absolutely bloom on YouTube specifically, and then get you a lot of views, usually quite a lot of millions. But the question is how to get that video with all these millions of views. Let me just see very quickly. Gao is saying good morning from Canada. Good morning, Gao, and good morning, Canada. It is afternoon here, and it's quite cold, I have to say. Okay, so what we're going to do today is that we're going to walk you through the overnight success for YouTube, specifically for YouTube, because that's quite important. And if I need to answer very quickly on that question, how you can do your overnight success, that would be to use all the features what YouTube offers completely officially, so you can attract thousands of millions of views. Now, this video is for you if you're about to upload your very first video on YouTube, if you already have been uploading videos on YouTube, but they don't get that traction and that attraction to your video as you want to have. If you are a TEDx organizer and you want all your TEDx speakers to really have a lot of views to their talks because they did brilliant job. And if you're a TEDx speaker, of course, and you want that that really good, successful TEDx video for yourself. So if you're any of those people, keep watching, stay with me, because now what we're going to do is to walk you through the 5 golden, I call them hacks, but they're actually features on YouTube, which is really going to help your video to be shown on the, I always do left and right, to be shown on your suggested for you feed. So people are going to see it because they're interested in the topic, what you talk. Now, feature number 1 is, of course, the YouTube video title. The aim of every title is to attract attraction, to attract this very quickly, to attract the attention of the people so they can click on the video. Now, I want to give you one tip and one biggest mistake what people constantly do, because I've seen it over and over. Before I give you the tip, what I want to tell you is that the way, put it this way, remember that when you create your title, what you need to do is to put at least 2 keywords in your title. I have in one of my previous episodes in the podcast, I go deep into how to create titles for YouTube. So go and watch it. But today is going to be high level because I really want to go through all the 5 features. Now, the tip what I want to give you is to ask yourself the question, how do I, or how people go to Google, and what kind of keywords they use to search on Google, how they describe the problem, what you all can describe for that topic, what you've got. Sorry, I had to close all my emails as they start popping up. Now, this is the key element when you create a title. Try to get all these kind of keywords, what people do use. Ask people around you how they describe the problem, what you're talking about in your video, and that's how you get all the keywords straight away. A good tip also is to use a website called www.answerthepublic.com. I'm going to put it as a comment. How are you doing is from a user from LinkedIn, and I can't see your name, I do apologize. You didn't give permission to StreamYard to use your LinkedIn profile. That's why I don't see your name, but I'm doing amazing. Let me know how are you doing today. So www.answerthepublic.com is absolutely brilliant source. What I highly recommend you to get your keywords. This is really a very quick way to, if you don't have people around you to help you with how they describe the problem, this is a very quick way to see how people search on the different search engines like Google, what I gave as example. Now, the biggest mistake what people do is to use only one word as a YouTube video title. The reason why this is a huge mistake is because if you use just one word, for example, resilience. If you open YouTube and you type resilience, you're gonna see about at least 30 plus videos with that word. The thing is that there's so much different shades and different angles of resilience in what? In office, at work, in personal life, in love relationships. What kind of resilience would be that? So if you use just one keyword, people are not going to click on that video because you don't give them enough information. So please don't do that mistake. Now, put a yes or no if all this makes sense and it's helpful, so I can see that you do follow, because I'm just about to go to feature number 2, which is absolutely amazing. So let's see the comments. Also tell me if you did see the website of www.answerthepublic.com, because sometimes StreamYard doesn't work very well with the comments what I put. If not, what I'm going to do is to once I finish the live, I will just put it in the offline. So Gao says yes, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much, Gao. Okay. Feature number 2, which is super important, is actually, believe it or not, the name of your video file. So the rule here is very simple. What YouTube changed as rules, and not many people know it, is that your file name for your video needs to match exactly the title of your video. Very simple rule, I have to say, very simple feature. It's not going to give you huge, massive amount of thousands of views, but it will help you because the moment when your video name is matching the title exactly the same way, no spaces, don't think about spaces, but just a full match, then what's going to happen is that the YouTube engine will actually say, oh, okay, this guy or this girl knows what they're doing, so let me just boost this video a lot more than the usual videos. What they boost is, again, like not very Buyanis did put the website. Thank you so much, Buyan. It is very helpful to have your help. So feature number 3 is to use 3 hashtags for every single video. I know I'm constantly talking about hashtags, okay, but it's so important. And let me tell you this, YouTube gave that feature in 2018. Okay, since 2018, think about this, and I'm sure you do the same. When you post on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on any other platforms, you do use hashtags. Put a yes or a no in the comment, right? However, when people upload YouTube videos on YouTube, they just forget that hashtag exists in social media, and YouTube is a social media, right? So what I want you also to remember that there are 3 hashtags on YouTube, and I'm going to open YouTube in a second, and I'm going to show 3 different variations to use hashtags, okay? But it's so weird, totally weird, that people don't use hashtag on YouTube. And I have to say that because I'm constantly using YouTube for data analysis, and I love analyzing different videos, there are just about 10% of the videos which are actually using that so simple feature of 3 hashtags, right? Now think about this. The moment when you start using 3 hashtags in your own YouTube video, you're going to be part of this 10%, which means that the YouTube engine is going to literally absolutely boost your video to those people who are following those hashtags. Okay. And people do follow a lot of hashtags without even realizing that they're following these hashtags. Now, when I say follow, this is not the same way as following on LinkedIn or following on Instagram or Facebook. It's a different way of following. So YouTube engine does check the different profiles. And when you look at different videos, they know that you're interested in that topic. And well, guess what? Every time when you open YouTube, YouTube is going to totally blast your feed to say, what about this video? Are you going to like this video? What about this video, right? This is simply because that's based on the data analytics of what you did previously and what kind of videos you watch. It's very simple, right? So again, please, please, please use those 3 hashtags. Now, how they work is very simple. I'm gonna very quickly open YouTube just to go through the through the comments. Guy is saying, so we can go back and change title, but we cannot change file name. No, you cannot unless you re-upload the video file. Yes, you can change the name of the file, but sadly, you cannot change the file name just like that. You have to re-upload everything from scratch, and you can change the title very easily, just like editing title, and that's it. How do we correct past mistakes? What I would highly suggest, and this is great question. Thank you so much, Gail. What I would highly suggest you actually is to think about completely different titles, okay? And re-upload the same video with different title, and then put the same file name as the new video title. It's gonna work perfectly fine, and do use the rest of the features as well. And I'll tell you why. Every 3 weeks on YouTube, as well as every social media, the trends change completely, right? So if the time when you upload your video was one trend where the really good keywords was in your case, Gail, manufacturing, production, production lanes, any of those, then today, 3rd of December 2021, is slightly different keywords. Might be some of them as well, but they might be different keywords, right? So do your research on what titles are working right now. How we do research is, and I know I mentioned this pretty much every time. The way how we do research on YouTube for titles is that we check videos which have more than 2 million views. Then we get their titles, put them in the list, write them in a list, and see if there is any kind of same keywords what they've been using. Obviously, this is the keyword what you can use straight away. Hope that helps. Put a yes or a no, so I will know that I did answer your question. Brianna is saying, I usually rename the file before uploading it, then the names are the same. That's really interesting. Drop that, please. That would be a mistake. So what's going to happen when you don't use that feature with the file name is that actually it's not going to take off from ranking and video views, but it's not going to help you to reach more people. So don't put the same file names because otherwise, literally YouTube, if it's all the same file names for all the videos on your channel, literally what's going to happen is that the YouTube engine is going to ditch you at the end of the queue of all the videos. And even if you had good views, then at some point those views are going to really go down and not perform very well for you. 3 hashtags, absolutely yes. I totally did it on purpose. Like feature number 3 is to use 3 hashtags. It's very easy to remember. Olga is saying this is so valuable. Absolutely. I can't wait to see you, Olga. Olga, everyone who is who has never heard of her, check her profile, please. She is running an amazing event with PSA in Scotland, and it's really amazing. And I already bought my ticket. So yeah, I'm gonna be on I think I'm going to be on stage for 30 seconds or something like this at the opening. But that's amazing. I can't wait for that. Okay, Gary is saying Boyan Grigorov, but can't change after loaded. That is correct. So to go back to all the videos, I assume you cannot change file name. I already answered that one. Does it hurt if you put more than 3 hashtags? Say you put 20. For YouTube, that is not going to do anything for you. Like literally, I'll tell you what's gonna do. You're gonna waste time and energy and effort. If you put more than 3 hashtags, it's gonna pick only the top 3 hashtags, and I'm gonna explain just in a second. And it's gonna absolutely ignore the rest of the hashtags what you put. That's why it's only 3. That's how the feature works. Guy is saying, do we leave older video when we upload a new one? Yes, absolutely. Totally, because well, as long as it wasn't like you do one video and then right the next video is exactly the same, that would be awkward, right? But if you did one video back in August or even September this year, and now you upload the same video, different title, just upload them, because new titles are going to really serve you very well. So Olga is saying, what if you don't upload the file but go live on YouTube? Okay, so when you go live on YouTube, I usually use StreamYard. I never went live directly from YouTube, to be honest. But StreamYard does give you the option to put the title for your YouTube video, for YouTube Live. Here's one thing, a good trick, which, by the way, I know from Guy's team. When you do YouTube Live, put the first overlay to be like a still picture with the title, which title from the picture match the title of the YouTube. Hope that makes sense. But it works a good magic, because then that is gonna be your thumbnail for your YouTube video. However, lives on YouTube don't have file names, so you don't need to worry about file names at all. So Boyan is saying, good practice not to delete videos with lots of views. With lots of views, it hurts the channel. Absolutely, it hurts the channel completely. A workaround is to make the old video non-public and so not visible. That is a good tip as well. Thank you so much. I couldn't think of this one. It's really good tip, Boyan. So thanks a lot. Here you go, Gal. You got a lot of tips. Kirsty is saying, thank you, Biljana. Very helpful tips. Thank you so much, Kirsty. I hope your voice is much better now. I believe your husband will be happy when your voice is back. Okay, saying Boyan Grigorov met, great to know. Thank you so much. Okay, so Gal, I have clients in manufacturing, and then I have my channel Curiosity. Yes, your channel about curiosity is absolutely amazing. And keynote speakers and networking focus, which definitely helps those in manufacturing. So you can create your own hashtag, but it's going to take quite a long time to get people to know your hashtags. You need to advertise a lot if you have your own hashtag. For example, I've got hashtag, which is BizBilly. I was using it for 18 months in a row. It didn't massively change the views on my videos, to be honest, but it's very distinguished. So when I go networking and I tell people, like, if you want to find me, just put hashtag BizBilly, and obviously all the social media channels are gonna pop up. But that is a good way. However, even it's curiosity and keynote speaker and networking, totally feel free to use hashtag manufacturing if it's relating to the topic, what you're saying. Olga saying, come along to our meeting. Absolutely, do check Olga's message, because it's gonna be really. They have 3 amazing speakers. I'm not the speaker there, just to say, I'm not the speaker, but I can't wait. It will be. Biljana will be on the spotlight. Yes, they will put me in the spotlight, absolutely. And I will present very quickly something very, very exciting, I have to say. So you dropped gems. That life is so valuable. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna go back to feature number 3, which is 3 hashtags for your video. Okay, so YouTube screen. Put a yes or a no, because I can see there was a delay on the YouTube screen. So there are 3 ways to use 3 hashtags, right? Or at least hashtags in general. One way is to use it in the title. Obviously, when you have a title, I'm totally picking up videos which I know because I've seen them quite a lot of time and I worked on them. So if you want, what you can do is to use a hashtag directly on your title. Okay, so for example, if this is if the title is the power of speaking up when we're suffering, Dan, sorry, I picked your video. You can put hashtag speaking up as one word, because this is the full hashtag. So hashtags are not just one words, they're 2 words, 3 words sometimes. Don't do a sentence, but up to 3 words is perfectly fine for a hashtag. But I know that speaking up and speak up is a good hashtag. You can totally put it in the title. So this is option number 1 as using hashtags. Option number 2 is to put it in the description. So you can put text, and then at some point in the middle of the text, you can put all the 3 hashtags. Again, maximum 3 hashtags. What's going to happen is that they're going to pop up right below the video and right above the title. Right, and then so this is like somewhere in the video, or you can put it at the very end of the video. It doesn't matter really at what point, but the 3 hashtags are right after the other, so it's not like part of a sentence. And then there is another way to do a video, which is this way.
My name.
So what you can do is to literally use the hashtag in the text itself. So of course it needs to make full sense when you use the hashtag. Actually, this is a great example. I forgot about that. So look at this. There's a hashtag in the text of the description, then another hashtag again in the text, and then the text kind of stops. Then there's a hashtag by itself, no sentence around it, and then there's more text, right? But what's going to happen is what I was explaining already, is that the first 3 hashtags from the text, from the description, is going to be picked up by YouTube. So even you use more than 3 hashtags, too bad, because YouTube is going to only use 3 of them. Okay, so put a yes if it all makes sense, or put a no if you want me to go through this again and explain a lot more, because feature number 4 is to use the maximum tags for each video. Okay, so here's the reason why YouTube is very different from the other platforms. In addition to the title, which has keywords, in addition to the hashtags, which is keywords, YouTube also use tags, which comes, it's pretty much like a legacy. I'm going to call it a legacy from the past, because in the past, when the search engine wasn't that powerful as today, and the algorithm wasn't that powerful, we human had to tag the video that this video is about this topic and this topic and these keywords, and basically we humans were flagging where this video can fit in. So by using the different tags, now we basically tell the people and the engine, the YouTube engine, what that video is about. And that's how the YouTube was basically showing it in suggested for you feed and suggested for you column. So it is still available as a feature. They might remove it at some point, but it's totally still available. And the rule is like this: you can use maximum 500 characters, not 500 hashtags. I want to make it very clear. 500 characters as hashtags. So when you start typing hashtags, this is about 30 to 50 hashtags, depending how big, how long is the tag, basically, like 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. Totally feel free to also do something very clever. You know how sometimes people misspell words, or there is, and I totally love you guys, but the American English and the United Kingdom English is quite different misspelling of some words, right? So like believe, and yeah, quite a lot. Okay, so I'm not talking about pronunciation, but about about different spelling of the words. So do use them as different tags, like misspelling words and different spelling of the words, as it's officially different spelling of different words. Just put them as tags and blast it out, completely blast it out, because it's so important. Now, what is really important, and I want to give it that as a tip, is to always use the maximum allowed tags. I saw different articles written beginning of 2021, and they were like, oh, you should use maximum, what was it, like 15 to 20 tags. And I was like, no, you can't, like, you can't tell people to use 15 tags because they're 500 characters. Okay, so that's kind of misleading. If you read that kind of information, it's very simple to how to check what I'm telling you. When you open YouTube and you upload your video, when you go to show more and you go to the section of tags, the countdown of the amount of the letters is the bottom right corner, and it's gonna start counting down, and 500 is the maximum. Therefore, it's a feature which is for you, so blast it out completely. Okay, so Gary's saying yes, because I ask you if it all makes sense. In my world, mode making and mode making. Exactly. That was a great example. Thank you so much, Gary, because it's a different it's official spelling. Is it a misspelling or spelling? I don't know, actually. Sorry, I'm a foreigner. English is like, I don't know, the fifth or the sixth language I learned in my life, so totally mixing them up at some point. Is that 500 characters from Catherine? Hi, Catherine. How is going in Africa? And what is the weather there? I'm cold. Is that 500 characters in total for all hashtags in total, or per hashtag? Wait, is that 500 characters in total for all? Okay, so Catherine, you're mixing up. Hashtags are only 3 of them. Regardless how many characters in those hashtags is about the amount of the hashtags, and there are only 3. Where what you say is that it's 500 characters is for the tags. So there are tags and hashtags. All of them are keywords, but they're very different features. The hashtags goes in the description of a video, and they're very visible to everyone who watched the video after this. The tags are only available to be seen by the person who upload the video, the administrators of the YouTube channel, and only they know what kind of tags they put. So don't be surprised if, for example, and I'm gonna totally use Gaio's examples. If you put mode making, and you see a video which title doesn't have any mode making, there is no hashtag, the description doesn't talk about mode making, but the video is about mode making, right? That means simply that someone used the 500 characters for the tags, which are hidden, and that's why you cannot see them anywhere. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Catherine, put a yes or a no, that I know that I did explain it well. Tags different than hashtags, so 3 hashtags but maximum tags. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely correct. Gary is saying both are correct. The mode and the spelling of the mode making is really good. Maria, hi Maria. Maria is in North England, sending you a lot of love and energy to North England, my dear. Catherine, so I was confusing tags and hashtags. Yes, that is the case. Hopefully now is completely understanding the difference between tags and hashtags. Now, feature number 5, ladies and gentlemen, is about your category. So in addition to title and hashtags and tags, we also have a category. Categories is a drop-down list, which is literally a very short description about your topic. Okay, so it also comes as a legacy from the past where YouTube algorithm wasn't that amazingly good and powerful as today. And that's why YouTube wanted to basically for you to say like, okay, this video is what? Is it about health? Is it about education? Is it about entertaining? Is it about business? If it's a business, is it industry? Is it production? What it is? But it's a drop-down list where you can say my category for my video is this one. So that's how it works. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to tags because there's something really, really, really important. I said that if you're a TEDx organizer, that today live is for you. For TEDx specifically, please, 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 you need to know about tags. You can have maximum 6 tags, not 6 characters, but 6 tags, which are tags to the TEDx videos. This is how it works because, as you know, TEDx goes to 50 plus platforms, and the headquarter made it really clever way because they pick really, really amazing list of something like 300, just below 400 tags, and they allow those tags to be attached to the TEDx videos. But the limit there is 6 tags. Only for TEDx. Okay, I'm gonna stop for specifically for TEDx. Okay, YouTube category. I'm gonna check the comments in a second. I just want to explain about YouTube category. Tip, what I want to give you is to make sure that the category used is the best fit for your topic. Okay, let me tell you why. If the category, what you selected is off topic, completely off topic, that is going to harm not only your video, but your whole channel. Okay. It's so important because what's going to happen is that the YouTube engine checks the CTR, the click-through rates, and it checks different, I'm going to put it like different KPIs. The moment when your video, people open it, watch 30 seconds, they realize that the way how you flag it is completely what they expected. They leave. The more people leave your video, this for YouTube means that something is wrong with the video. Okay. So they're going to check the categories. They're going to check the audio. There is a machine learning language behind YouTube engine. They know what you talk about on the video. If they completely misalign, your video is going to be completely ditched at the end of all the queues of all the videos. And then YouTube is going to flag your whole channel to say like, this channel doesn't know how to work with YouTube basically. And it will tell them that this is going to flag as red, basically your channel, that your video is not going to be shown to many people after this. So be very careful with categories. Also, last thing what I want you to remember is that the biggest mistake what people do is to repeat the same keyword in their title, in their hashtags, in those tags which are hidden, and in the category which is also hidden. Please don't do that mistake because it's a waste of a hashtag. It's a waste of like total waste of the title keywords and the hashtags. Yes, you may want to repeat that keyword in the tags if you want. It's not going to serve you again, but think about words which can describe the same problem, but is not the same keyword. Those are the keywords you're going to use in the tags, but just don't repeat them, especially for titles and for hashtags. And that's the reason, by the way, I always say don't use hashtags in your title, but use them in the description, because this is like completely blasting all the features of YouTube, right? And if you know me, it's all about how to take the full advantage of all the technology, all the digital stuff, right? Okay, I'm gonna go through the questions again. Gary is saying sometimes categories don't fit, especially for manufacturing. Sadly, yes. What you can do is to actually send an email to support and tell them, listen, guys, I'm doing this channel and it's about manufacturing and I want this kind of categories. And who knows, they might actually add categories there, right? Boyan, but again, like just try to make it as good fit as possible. Boyan is saying, is there a way to automate the upload process with a single button to be able to use the same description, same tag, same hashtag, and select the correct categories? Streamable.com. I never heard of streamable.com. I'm going to totally check them out. But if you do need exactly the same description with the same tags, same hashtags, etc., do use a software. I wouldn't use specifically a software, because every video, what I really like is that the bottom of the description of every video is the same, because it gives information about the channel, about anything else, what I do. It gives contact details, etc. But then the hashtags are always different. The top of the description is different. The title is different. So yeah, I'm kind of not particularly, I don't know, really don't know what the software is doing. But if there is a way to automate the upload, I would say YouTube is quite pretty straightforward with uploading the videos. And also, there is a trick, basically. If you use YouTube for business purposes, not for TEDx. Now, sorry guys for which are TEDx organizers and TEDx speakers, but if you're doing it for business purposes, what I would highly suggest you is to do all the videos. Usually what we do is every Monday record all the videos for the whole week. This is what YouTubers do. And then literally just upload all the videos on YouTube, and then drop feed them, like make them public on that day, different day, same time, basically. So you already upload all the videos, you just make them public on a certain time every day, basically. Olga is saying, how to run now. I have to run now, but this was good. Keep up your great work. Thanks so much, Olga, for joining us today. Okay, guys, any kind of questions, as we are 37 minutes, and usually the podcast is 30 minutes, not 30 seconds, 30 minutes. Let me know in the comments if you have any kind of questions. I'm going to walk you through all the features. The number one was, let me just find them again very quickly. The number one feature was the YouTube video title. The number two feature is the video file name. Number three feature is to use 3 hashtags for each video. Number 4 feature is to use the maximum tags, which is 500 characters for standard videos, 6 tags for TEDx specifically. And number 5 is the YouTube category. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't do the biggest mistake what people do. I'm going to show it again. Please follow me on the media, what you're watching it from today. Like it, share it with your network, and comment all kind of questions you have, either for what we had today for YouTube or for TEDx, what I usually do. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you an amazing, amazing weekend ahead, and I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of energy wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. I'm going to see you next Friday, 12 p.m. UK time. See you next